Hey YouTube, I want to try to make a quick video on Toyota door lock actuators. Apparently these things fail, pretty common. This is a 2021 5th gen 4Runner. Actually had the same problem in a Prius, but this thing's a 2021, 70,000 miles. Started with the front passenger, started acting up. Now this one, and I think one of the back ones. And apparently there's a little gear on a little motor inside the factory door lock actuator that just burns out. So I bought some off of Amazon, and I'm going to try to take these actuators out, replace the motor in it, put it back in. Hopefully it works, because the factory from OEM is about $400. So that's a lot of money. And I hope it goes quick, because as you can see it's about 8,000 degrees out here. But here's what happens. You got the key fob. It should actually unlock when you walk up to it, but nothing. So end up having to do it manually. Let me get the key here. Come on. Nothing. So I've never done this before, so let's see if we can pull this thing off, fix it without breaking anything. So like things we might need for this job: Phillips, either screwdriver, drill driver, T30 Torx, a little seal pick of some sort, if you can see that, and got these little motors. Looks like part number X000Z6400R. And actually no, right off the motor, FC280PC 22125. So, and when I read the reviews on this, it seemed like these would fit a lot of different Toyotas. So, and there were a lot of good reviews on it. So other people have done this. So we'll see how it goes. So I think all we gotta do is take this cover off. There's a Phillips screw behind here. There's this little cover here, Phillips screw behind there. Then to take this mirror cover off, and then pop the door from the bottom, lift it up, unclip the connectors, and then we can get to the actual actuator. So let's get to it. Whew, it's hot out here. Okay, so yeah, just to recap how to get that door panel off. It was this little trim piece, your little mirror cover thingy. There was also this for your little indicator lamp on your door on the inside. That fell off. Yeah, your switches for your windows and your door controls, and then your two cables from your actuator itself, which, you know, these two little guys here. So, and I think I also missed this little guy. There's a screw in behind there. So there, there, there. And pop all the clips, pull up on the door panel, then do the inside stuff. So, not so bad. Minus all the clips falling off. So, now that the door panel's off, we gotta worry about getting this little plastic insulation with the goo off of it. So we peel that off. Take your 3 Torx head T30s. This is your actual door lock actuator on the inside. So take these 3 out, and we're gonna have to shimmy our arms in here, pull that out. Hopefully it's that easy. So let's see. Just to get my arm inside this hole. So now all we gotta do, seems, is disconnect this, and this thing should come out of here. So let's see. Pardon my sweatiness, guys. Like I said, it's quite the heat wave coming through South Carolina. It's like 110 degrees out here, for real. There she is. Right. So, I had to bring this thing inside, out of the heat, into my daughter's little craft room here, so I had to scoot all the unicorns and rainbow stuff out of the way. But this is it. Now we gotta figure out how to take this thing apart. Put one of these little guys in there. So, I think I got this pack on Amazon. Like a 4-pack for like 20 bucks. So, if this works, I'm going to do it on all the doors. So, let's see. So, I had to stop the camera for a minute to get this thing apart. It's kind of a pain with all these clips around here. But my biggest problem, I took this cover off, a lot of these internals started falling out. Then I panicked. Wasn't sure what I was going to do to get it back in there. But luckily, I found a forum where somebody did the same exact thing. And I was able to look at one of their pictures and figure out how to put it all back together. And hopefully I got it right. But anyway, here's the part that we want to get at. This little motor. So, now that we're here, I need to just pop this thing out of here. There's that. The old one. It appears we just pull this off of there. Compare it to the other one, because this one has a flat portion on the shaft. It's hard to see on this camera, but your new motor needs to have a flat portion on the shaft, obviously. So take the new one, line it up with the flat portion. Don't do that. Flat portion on the shaft. Boom. Okay. Let's see. Make sure. Looks like there's a spot for your contacts to rub up against, so make sure you get that right. If you can see it, there's little pins in there that this motor has to slide onto. So back down in there. if we can attach all this back together without anything falling out. Okay, so I was able to get this thing back together. Sure hope it works. I wish I could have documented a little bit better, but there's a lot of levers and mechanisms in here, and I'm pretty sure they have to line up a certain way. I think I got it. New motor's in. Need to reattach this deal and then hope for the best. So alright, so cool. Everything's 100% back together. I'm going to take this thing out, attempt to put it back in the car, and hopefully it works. That was kind of a pain, but at least the next 2 or 3 should go a little bit better now that I kind of have an idea of what's supposed to happen here. Just know when you pop these covers off, a lot of the stuff can fall out. But basically, you need to take this screw out, take this screw out, and pop this whole latch system off. Then there's a little screw here, and then all these little clip tab thingies, they're all around the whole thing, so you just got to kind of work those individually. They'll be pried apart, but you just got to be real careful when you get those last couple clips and start prying it apart, and the thing busts apart and stuff falls out. But there is a forum online where a guy had did the same thing on a 5th gen 4Runner, and he had a good picture of how all the gears and levers and everything worked in here. So luckily I was able to get it back together, so I hope it's right, but let's go find out. Okay, now that we got this thing back together, try to get it back in here, see if it works. Fingers crossed. So, got something like this, connector here. Through these holes here. I think that's it. Put these screws back in here. And maybe we can do a test before I put it all back together, just to make sure, obviously. Hands are so sweaty. Slipping on my socket. Speaking of that, where's my ratchet? Alright. guess we can't test this real quick. We gotta have the door panel on. Gotta connect all this stuff. So. Alright. Let's hope that's it. So, let's get this door panel back on. Put this connector back in. Put our sticky stuff back on. Cool. Alright, so let's get this panel back on there. Get our little light. Okay. There. So, see, those are backwards. That one there. Looks like the green one is on the bottom on this, I think. Okay, white one. Okay. Now let's connect our connector. That's it. See if we can get this thing. It is hot. Alright. Cover back on. Moment of truth. Does it lock? Okay, it locks. It unlocks. What? Locks. Unlocks. Sweet. So, there you have it, guys. The cheap $20, actually, I guess it's about $5 each. I bought a 4-pack, so technically you can fix your door lock actuators for $5 to $10, because this was a success. Although I'm ready to go sit in some AC, but I'm super stoked that I got at least one working. So only 3 more, but check those out. Lock. Unlock. It works. Cool. I'm gonna go take a shower.